This is the Walther Umarex CPSport. Fires 177 caliber pellets at 360 feet per second. It's CO2 powered, takes 12 gram CO2 cartridges. You can get about 100 shots out of one cartridge. As opposed to the Desert Eagle, you can only get about 40 shots because it's blowback. CO2 goes into this magazine. You twist this way, put the cartridge in, tighten this until it's really tight. And then twist this. And that goes back in the gun. This gun is completely made of plastic except for the internal parts. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels just as solid as any other air gun. It's light and the plastic saves a lot of weight. The rear sight is adjustable for windage only. It can be adjusted. It has quite a wide range of adjustment though. It doesn't really need to be adjustable for elevation because the elevation is already pretty good. The trigger is a little bit heavy and it is a very long trigger pull. It's almost unnatural. It takes some getting used to. Once you get used to it, it's just fine. It's double action, so it's hard because it has to cock the hammer every time you pull the trigger. The safety lever is also made out of plastic, but the internal part of it is all metal. You just push this little switch and then you slide it, and whenever the red's showing, it means it's ready to fire. When the safety is on, the trigger is still active. It'll still work, but the hammer is not. The hammer will not move when the safety's on. Push this switch to put the pellet magazine into the gun. That opens up this compartment. You can see the metal internals. Once the compartment's open, you take the magazine and you put it in this compartment and close it. Now we're going to do an accuracy test. I have one 8-round magazine here. And the best pellets to use in this gun are Crossman flatheads. Pointed pellets or domed pellets or hollow points just work absolutely terrible in this gun. I've tried all kinds of pellets, and Crossman wad cutters, also known as flatheads, work the best by far. Let's go see how we did. I only shot this at 25 feet because this gun is only effective at 25 feet. If you go beyond that, it just isn't very accurate at all. This is a decent grouping. It's about 2 inches or 1.5 inches at the widest point right here. I think it's decent. Something I didn't do in this video that I should have done is take some Crossman pellet gun oil and put a drop on the end of the CO2 cartridge and then put it in the magazine, because there's a seal at the top of the magazine that seals the CO2 cartridge from leaking out of the magazine, and that pellet gun oil will help lubricate that and it'll last a lot longer. This gun is a little bit on the expensive side. It cost me about $210 including tax at Canadian Tire, but it's well worth it because it's one of the most fun guns to shoot I've ever shot. It's a repeater. It's nice and loud when you shoot it. It's very satisfying to shoot with. I usually shoot at a metal plate doing rapid fire instead of targets, but targets are fun to shoot too. But if you shoot at metal objects, always make sure you wear safety glasses at all times, because you could get a ricochet and it could go in your eye. And like my other my 177 rifle I did a review for already, never ever try to shoot animals for hunting with this gun. It just simply will not kill them. This is even less powerful than that rifle. If you shot a bird with this, you probably wouldn't even injure it that badly. It would just probably break its wing or crack its skull. It probably wouldn't die. So please do not use this gun to shoot animals. It's not going to kill them. I can guarantee you that. Okay, now I'm going to show you one of the most fun things to do with CO2 repeating pistols. I'm going to shoot at this metal plate down there. See, there's the plate. And it's very satisfying whenever you hear the ting.